enough gas to run.
What is going on, Division 2 agents? I hope everyone is doing well. How many of you guys ever played this game and for some reason, out the blue, something crazy happens? For example, a suicide bomber manages to get to you without making any sound. There are a lot of bugs that are currently taking place in Division 2. For example, certain guns you shoot, you can't hear the sound of it. With that being said, today's video will be a little different. We're not going to be talking about a build in this video today. We're just going to be talking about one item that is really a game changer in my opinion. And this item isn't used enough because there are so many other things in this game that often overshadows it. With that being said, these gloves are very powerful, and if you're a veteran player, you already know what type of gloves I'm talking about. I do want to say this first. Sometimes you can have all the damage in the world. If you're face down, none of that damage really matters. That's why survivability is just as important as damage, especially when you're pushing heroic or even legendary content, or even retaliation or escalations, where one mistake can end an entire run. Imagine that, you just spend all that time and then one mistake, like that suicide bomber, could have literally just taken me out. That's where the Exodus exotic gloves come into this conversation. Their exotic talent is called smoke screen. This may not look as flashy as the talent that comes on the Overdog gloves, but trust me, you don't want to underestimate these gloves and what it can actually do. Whenever your armor breaks, you automatically drop a smoke bomb at your feet, concealing yourself from nearby enemies for 3 seconds while also repairing a portion of your armor. These 3 seconds can be the difference between going down and staying in the fight. Not only that, it gives you just enough time to reposition, get behind cover, reload, heal up, or simply just reset the engagement. And sometimes that's all you need to turn a bad situation completely around. With that being said, the gameplay today, I'm showing you different types of encounters that I had with these gloves. And if it wasn't for these gloves, I probably would have went down doing these encounters. If you're new to the channel or just returning, this is The Werewolf Gaming. Don't forget to hit that like, share if you haven't already. Exodus exotic gloves are worth forming in my opinion. I believe that the Exodus gloves are one of the most underrated exotics in Division 2. And a lot of players judge this gear based solely on how much damage it adds. While damage is obviously important, surviving long enough to deal that damage is just as important, especially in heroic, legendary, and higher difficulty content, where enemies can strip your armor in seconds. That's exactly why the Exodus glove shines. Their exotic talent is called smoke screen. It basically activates automatically when your armor breaks, and as soon as your armor breaks, a smoke cloud is deployed at your location, making it much harder for enemies to keep track of you for a few seconds, while also repairing a portion of your armor. This does have a cooldown of 40 seconds. It may not sound like much on paper, but in actual gameplay, it's actually a lifesaver. Those few seconds, it allows you to break the enemy line of sight, move into cover safely, reload your weapon, and use an armor kit if necessary, or even let your armor recover on its own. Repositioning is just as important, and that's what these gloves allow you to do as well. Instead of immediately going down, you're given a second chance basically. That's something that no amount of extra critical hit damage or weapon damage can provide once your armor is gone. These gloves are especially valuable for players who enjoy playing solo, but they are fantastic in groups as well, because staying alive means you're continuing to deal damage instead of waiting for somebody to revive you. There are many builds that benefit from these gloves because of this talent. I can personally recommend these gloves for aggressive builds that constantly push enemy positions. They're excellent for assault rifle builds, SMGs, shotguns, basically any close range build, legendary forming, or even solo heroic content. If you're the type of player who likes staying on the offensive instead of sitting in cover all missions, in all missions you do, these gloves can really make a noticeable difference. There are many ways you can obtain these gloves. The best methods I recommend is forming areas where the gloves are targeted loot and playing on the highest level of difficulty. Playing in countdown, basically setting your target to loot the gloves, running the summon and setting your target to loot the gloves. Or you can even open up caches and obtain these gloves as well, but retaliations, you can't get it as well. So there are many ways to obtain these gloves. At the end of the day, agents, not every exotic has to increase your weapon damage to be valuable. Sometimes the strongest exotic is the one that helps keep you alive. The Exodus gloves provide something many builds are missing. That extra survivability can be the difference between completing a mission and wiping at the final encounter. If you have never given these gloves a chance, I highly recommend forming them and trying them out for yourself. You may be surprised by how often that smokescreen talent really saves your life. Agents, as always, I really do appreciate each and every one of you for your valued time and continued support. It really does mean a lot, especially for those who always take time to comment or even give the video a thumbs up if you like the content. So stick around. I'm going to finish playing out the rest of this mission. I'll give you a little bit more gameplay of these gloves in action. As always, agents, stay strong, stay sharp. Be Werewolf Gaming out.
Ma'am? Come in. Fuck!
Son of a bitch, cleaner. We know that patrols of cleaners regularly head out to the west gate of their oil refinery. Let's exploit that opportunity and infiltrate their complex.
A lot of issues are dead because Keena's been using Conley. Find one and make it count.
Looks like the reinforcements are coming from the cleaner's underground tunnel system. Find a way to block off access to the tunnels.
You're growing on me too, Kelsey.
The division's progressing inside the complex. They're approaching the sandbank. Defend heavy oil. Too many people depend on us to succeed. Don't fail them.
Cooling pumps detected.
Whatever they're cooling probably can't handle too much heat. Do whatever you can do to disable those pumps, Agent. Trust me, it'll be fun. Some more cooling pumps. You know what to do.
Cooling pump system compromised.
See? I told you it'd be fine.
You can mess with that'll piss her off.
Cooling pumps detected.
Sounds like another great gold opportunity to be, Agent.
Oil refinery system compromised.
That's sweet music to my ears.
Oil refinery inoperative.
Conley's not gonna like that one bit. Good.
Hostiles detected nearby.
Watch out! That refinery is falling apart, and the containers will have to land somewhere. Avoid the impact areas. On the tanker. She moved through the rift in the middle. Keep it up. You're right on her tail. Keep at it. tower there. Anything we can do about it?
There's gonna be a power source on it somewhere. Destroying that usually does the trick.
You and I, we're almost the same. Like the division, all our work is about providing the right conditions for life to prosper. Your ignorance is securing your ability to realize this. As long as you live, you'll be in our way.
There you go. Easy peasy. Power source knocked out. Tower disabled.
You really have no idea what you're doing. The cause we're compromising right now.
That's bad guy code 4. You're doing really great. Keep at it.
Gas valves detected.
Time to improvise. See if you can do anything with those valves. explosions, suicidal maniacs.